Live feed on Spotify has been brought to you by thebullyexposed.com. Welcome to Live Feed on Spotify for another episode, I believe episode 17. Before I get started, I want to say that my goal, and if I can find any volunteers, my goal is to try and put out a video each day for the next 365 days. I also want to announce that we are officially part of the YouTube program. So please, if you want to help us out without spending a dime, because this is free, be sure to like, share, comment our videos, okay? And watch. Most importantly, watch, okay? I'm going to try to put out a video each week. So let's go on with the show. I want you to know that I was today years old, right? When I found out something that to me is really horrible. But what makes it really horrible is the reaction from people, okay? Let me tell you what that is. I didn't know this, and I should have known this. I don't know why I don't know this, but I did not know that the Virgin Mary was between the ages of 10 and 16 years old, depending on what Bible you look at, and depending on what religion you look at, okay? So I've searched over different religions for the last couple of weeks now, and I found that that's her age limit, between the ages of 10 and 16, excuse me. Why would a God ask of a girl between the ages of 10 and 16 to carry his baby? I think that's sick. And I think that it also proves that the Bible was written by man, not by God. Because it's simple. If this was legal, then people wouldn't be getting in trouble for it, right? People wouldn't be hiding files to prove that they're not in files. And it's crazy. If you want to know if you're looking at me thinking, well, what age do you think she was? You know, my ignorance, I thought she was between the age of 18 and 20. That's what I honestly thought. And it's funny because I've asked a few people that, and the people that did not know, that found out just like me, that she was just a little girl, they also thought that she was between the ages of 18 to 19, okay, in her late 20s. The other thing is that if you look up Joseph, you know, some religions don't have Joseph in their religion. Christianity has Joseph. Joseph was anywhere between, every time I looked, he was between the ages of 19 or late teens is what they call it. To me, late teens is 19 and 35. So even if you say that let's play fair here, right? Let's just say he was 17. Let's just say for some people, late teens is 17. Still, he messed around with a girl anywhere from 10 to 16. Now, I know some of you are going to say, if he was 17 and she was 16, who cares? That might be an argument. It's not an argument I'm going to make. Because to me, I think most of the books said 16 so that they could kind of make themselves look good. But to me, 16 doesn't make it look good. And I think that this was placed in the Bible because to promote pedophilia. Simple as that. It's as simple as that. We should be teaching our kids, whether it's from the Bible or whether it's from anywhere, we should be teaching our kids that you have children at the least age 27, after you're done with school. Some people aren't even done at 27. Some people are done at 29 or 30s. That's what we should teach our kids. You know, now I understand some women are in situations where once they hit a certain age, they can't have children. And that's fine. But men, you boys, I should say, you shouldn't be worried about having kids at least until you're, 27, 29. And now I know that there's going to be people out there that are going to check me, right? To make sure that I didn't have a child at 15 years old, or that I didn't have a child with someone that was, of that age. And so you don't have to search. My first child was at 27. I had my own business. So I felt that it was the right time to have a child. I have my own business. I'm a little mature. Always wanted to have children. So this This is really disgusting. I'm going to call it. And the sad part is everyone has very religious people in their family, right? Everybody. When I reached out to these religious people in my family, I asked them, how old was Mary when God impregnated her? None of them wanted to answer. And the ones that, I should say most of them didn't want to answer. And the ones that did answer, try to make an excuse for it. Not, oh my God, you're right, that's disgusting, I'm out of the religion. It's scary, it's sad. And don't get me wrong, please. I grew up in New York. My mom was always teaching me that beware of people. My mom never let my sister out of her sight. Good or bad, that's irrelevant. I was really very protective of her because she knew that there are people out there that are not copacetic, right? I was just thinking of a quote that my friend told me one time, that the world is full of evil people sprinkled with very good people. And I think the things that we've seen in the last couple of years with the files, with the cover-ups, it just proves that this was placed into the Bible to make pedophilia okay, to make child marriages okay, and they're not okay. I know as you guys know, I'm Latino. I know lots of people that got married when they were very young, way too young, in my opinion, to men that were way too old. We'll leave it at that. It's crazy. It's crazy. I would love to get your thoughts. Did you know this? Now that you know this, do your own research, first of all. Let me say that. Do your own research. Don't take my word for it. Do your own research, and you're going to see that most of the books do say. That's why I gave it such a large range that I gave it, because, you look it up, and if I say, 12, and you say, well, I found she was 10, you're going to be writing to me in my DMs, and I don't need that. So I made sure to stay very wide with the age. If you find shorter, slide in my DMs and let me know. I mean, a younger age, not shorter. Who cares if she was tall or short? She probably was short, unfortunately, because she was a child. I think to myself, I was thinking 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. These are the ages they're saying she was. At 10, I don't know about you guys, but at 10, I wasn't thinking about sex. That was far from my mind. And I'm sure that it was far from Mary's mind. I don't believe she's real. She's fictional, okay, along with Santa and the Easter Bunny. But she definitely was not thinking of that. She definitely didn't care. I'm sure she said no, right? And it's very sad to me, the excuses that people made why this is okay. Oh, it was for God, was one person told me. It was for God. The way I look at it is this, and everyone that told me it was for God, I told them, no grown man or God should be asking any child for anything. In fact, no man should be asking women for anything either. Not to say that women can't do whatever it is a man would be asking. You would be smart, women, to think that if a man comes up to you and says, hey, my dog is missing, or hey, my car won't start, would you help me? It's like, no man's going to do that. A man might ask another man, hey, my carburetor isn't working, can you help me? But a woman, and I don't remember in my research what serial killer it was, but one serial killer, that was his MO. That he would ask women to give him a hand, and he would go around with like a broken arm, a fake broken arm, and then women were like, oh, okay, sure, I'll help you. When they go to help him, he whips out his arm that works, pushes him in the car, and takes them. There have been tons of abductions by kids, and eyewitnesses, or if the kid is rescued, says, he told me to come help him find his dog, and they go out there with these not fake, right? But these leashes and these collars, and they say, I lost my dog. That right there should be a giveaway to you. You lost your dog. Most dogs are found with collars on. But no, 10-year-old, 6-year-old kid is going to understand that. That's where he's got a collar. How do you get the collar? Be aware out there. Unfortunately, people are getting smarter. So that means that these villains or these pedophiles are getting smarter as well. To me, it's very funny. I'll tell you about this. I would never help people. And people would always tell me, why don't you help someone? If I'm by myself, I don't help anyone. Because most, unfortunately, people, are out to do evil. So I never help anyone. And my friends always get on me about that. Oh my God, you don't help anyone. And yeah, I don't help anyone. I'm sorry. It's getting to the point where you can't. And now this age that we live in, where we find people hanging on trees and they're claiming that they're suicides, they're not suicides. No, we can't trust anyone, especially people of color. We cannot trust anyone. We have guys now that are dressing up as police to make a fake arrest, but then they find out that the woman got raped or the person got robbed. We got to be more safe. And I hope that if you're just learning this, that Mary was only between the ages of 10 and 16. I hope that you realize that you need to get out of that religion that you're in, because they're promoting pedophilia. To me, it's always been that religion has always been to control women or people of color or poor people as well. That's the only reason why religion is around. That's the only reason. Sorry to break your hearts for those of you out there. That's the only reason. Because if it wasn't for that, when a priest diddles a little boy, they would get rid of that. There have been priests, I know situations where a priest raped a woman. Catholic Church did nothing. So if they were real, they would be obligated, or if religion was real, they would be obligated by God, right? Because if not, they're going to hell. So it's my obligation to take this priest and remove him and make sure he never works as a priest again because of whatever negative thing he did. It's that simple. It's that simple. If it was real, we can never blame what our ancestors did, right? We can never blame what our forefathers do. We can't feel bad about that, but we can make the change. And the way I look at it is some priest should have looked in the Bible and said, she's between these ages, and you can't change what they feel is historic, right? But you can make an announcement. I'm talking to you, Leo, sitting at the Vatican. You can make a change. You could say, this is not allowed. How they allowed this for this long, we apologize to the people of the world, and change it and remove it or do something. I don't know what you can do with it because you feel it's historic. It's not historic. You can say it's the times. This is not allowed. But you just can't, because your whole religion will fall apart. So now the way I look at it is, if a person is with any religion and he knows of the evils that go on, though there's no such thing as hell, that's where he should go. But there's no such thing as hell. And I think they know that. I don't think anyone, in my opinion, anyone that does anything evil, unfortunately, will go to hell. Because there's no such place. But you should live. You should live the best you can. And we are the people that should hold you accountable should you not do that, and separate you from the world and keep you separated for the rest of your life. If you have multiple accounts, they're a serial rapist. So once you're a serial rapist, even if it's the first time you got caught, you're done. If you're a serial killer, you're done. You're done for the rest. People can get well and get better. I don't believe that, but I'm not going to advocate for it. And, unfortunately, with saying stuff like that, people that are of color, unfortunately, are going to pay more. But, it's like I said, you have to have the proof. There can't be a situation where there's DNA and DNA doesn't match. That's it. That case is done. It's just crazy, But I'd like to hear from you. Did you know this? And again, I want to thank anyone that has helped me make a video. I have a lot of people that volunteered to help us make videos about bullying, videos about eating right. I want to thank you. So please watch our videos on YouTube. Support us on YouTube. It's the Nonfiction Filmmaker. Support us on YouTube. Again, how you support people absolutely for free. You like, you comment, you share, and you watch the videos of, whatever YouTuber you like. Even if it's not me, that's how you support them for free, because we get paid through the commercials. So support us. And again, congratulations and thank you to anyone that's ever helped me make a video. It's a lot of people out there, guys. I've been doing this way before, I would say 2007. I've been doing this. And we finally are to the point where we earned everything that we're in the partnership of YouTube, and we're a partner now. So help us grow so we can continue to take those funds, give it to thebullyexposed.com so we can continue to make videos that help people who were bullied and the survivors, right, of bullying. And if the bully wants to be helped, also help the bully as well. That's what we're all about. So again, live feed on Spotify is brought to you by thebullyexposed.com. And again, check us out on YouTube at Nonfiction Filmmaker. Have a great day.